You're in an open relationship. What's that like?
It's a delicate dance that explodes every 6 months on itself.
I call him boyfriend, I call him boyfriend. Alec, would you mind leaving so me and Marcus can have sex? And he was like, yeah, and he like got up and left.
And you guys are okay with that?
Yeah.
Your girl getting by someone else is a bad thing. I don't know. I was not horrified by it.
Yes, it was exciting financially, and it was exciting to have a new sexual experience.
Way more upsetting for me to see her walking down the street holding hands with someone else rather than having sex with someone else.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and this is my husband Jonathan, and this is my boyfriend Ray.
He shook his hand and he said, go and have fun with my wife. What? I mean, if that isn't a man.
I've been in a position where I was very insecure and didn't really want my partner seeing other men. And working through those insecurities with your partner is a far better solution than a strict one penis policy.
It was both of our ideas for me to seek other partners. We came to that conclusion together.
I was watching my partner fall for another man right before my eyes.
Today,
Maddie would say, he gave me butterflies. That doesn't mean that she prefers him over me.
Talking about Elisa seeing or dating other men is one thing. Actually, physically seeing her with someone else is going to be a bit of a challenge.
So you're okay with her sleeping with other men?
Most of the time.
Do you guys have a high degree of confidence that your marriage will last for decades?
I mean, I married her without a prenup, so I hope so.
The famous last words, my marriage will last forever. Yeah, that might still apply to some of the older generation, but for today's generation, that's highly unlikely, which in part is due to the very little availability of appropriate partners, but also due to many people picking the absolute worst options available.
Let's just address the elephant in the room. Fresh is an idiot, okay? I had this conversation with him off air. I told him, this girl is bad news. This is, you know, what the hell are you doing? Having sex with this girl, etc., unprotected, whatever. Let's just call a spade a spade. He made a big mistake.
I think it's very important to highlight here that although we talk a lot on this channel about the failure of modern feminism and how women are creating their own worst nightmares when it comes to dating, it's also important to look at what modern men are allowing and agreeing to, since this is also contributing to the overall downfall of society.
The more drinks she has with men, the nicer dinners I get to go out to.
But it doesn't bother you whatsoever knowing that your girlfriend is being passed out to everybody?
Yeah, it's better for me. The big the cash.
I get it, cash is king, but there's a certain limit.
And if you are agreeing to your wife or girlfriend sleeping with other men while you sit at home playing video games,
Play Football Manager in peace.
He loves that.
Yeah, it's great.
Living his best life.
Then damn, you are truly beyond saving, my friend. Please drop a like on the video if you think that normalization of cuckolding is disgusting, and comment down below what you think. Now, what all of these relationships have in common are two simple things. One, no respect whatsoever for the husband or boyfriend, and two, having complete confidence that the idiot will not leave her.
I decided to stay with her and just grow from there.
Now, it might be petty to point out that all of these women that want to turn their men into cucks are at best below average. However, their looks do play an important role here. You see, many of these women, by their own admission, are indeed insecure about their looks, and they wonder if they could still get another man interested in them. Which brings me to one of the most insane scenes in cuckdom history, which is that of a wife throwing an actual tantrum at an orgy because no one wants to f her.
I want to get there.
This was going to be something different, but...
I mean, come on, man. The levels of crazy here are insane. You literally have a man consoling his wife that she's perfectly fine to be f***ed by other men and that she just needs to try a little harder.
Well, nobody actually wants me.
As if he's with his little girl at a gymnastics tournament. This is absolutely pathetic. And all of this behavior contributes directly to the total decline of society. We currently have high-ranking military officials pretending that they are women and cosplaying circus freaks. We've got female politicians running for office while making OF content. You've got a Democratic staffer using the Senate hearing room as his personal film set for an amateur gay, well, you know which word comes next. And to top it all off, you've got multiple children helping their own mothers, not stepmothers mind you, but real biological mothers, take photos and shoot videos for their mom's OF sites. I mean, what the hell is happening here? We've truly hit Sodom and Gomorrah now. Now sadly, this was no surprise since we all saw what happened when they kept pushing the normalization of more and more plastic surgery on younger and younger people, to the point that we now have 22-year-olds looking like 40-year-olds and mutants forever chasing beauty and youth. Which is actually ridiculous since you don't need plastic surgery to look good. All that you really need is today's sponsor, Teach Hanley. With Teach Hanley, you simplify the process of taking care of your skin by providing you with all the products you need. And if you click the link down in the description, you can now get 30% off on your first box plus a free gift, which now also includes their premium nail clipper set or the scrubber. Now the Teach Hanley box comes with a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer to keep your face hydrated all day long. And if you're not sure what to do about skincare, then Teach Hanley makes this super easy with their essential routine at level 1, all the way up to their anti-aging routine at level 3. By the way, if you become a Teach Hanley member, you get 20% off for life, plus access to exclusive monthly deals, and free US shipping. So click the link down in the description to get 30% off on your first box and get started with Teach Hanley today. So back to how cuckolding is contributing to the decline of society, because one thing is very clear, which is that all of these women are deliberately dating the most spineless losers you can find, and nowhere will you find a bigger loser than this guy named Chad. Yep, we found an actual Chad that is a cuck.
ELDR, I do not like one penis policies.
Now not only is Chad best friends with the guy that's boning his wife,
and today I have someone very special with me. My wife's boyfriend, Kyle.
But unfortunately, it only gets worse from here, since not only does his wife have a boyfriend and a husband, listen to what happened when she got dumped by her second boyfriend.
But she had another partner in addition to the two of us, and they broke up. And it was unexpected, came out of nowhere. And I think you contacted me asking for gift ideas.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was texting Kyle and one of Paige's other partners at the time, like we're brainstorming these gift ideas.
Are you kidding me? So not only does his wife have 3 actual boyfriends, in addition to her husband, but when one of the boyfriend breaks up with her, the rest of Soy Team Cuck gets together to find her the perfect gift to help her over this tremendous loss in her life. This is taking being a loser husband to a whole new level. By the way, if you're wondering how these cucks can even manage to see their wives or girlfriends when those women are non-stop getting pounded by other men, well, here's how they do it.
Struggling with this.
Google Calendars are your friend.
Yes.
How does sex happen? Like, do you have to schedule?
Google Document.
Yeah, doesn't that sound wonderful? I simply can't wait to run home to fill in my Google Calendar of when my girlfriend is going to suck off other men. Like, what the hell is wrong with these men? They have been feminized so hard that they're basically just producing pure estrogen at this point.
I have yet to see a one penis policy that isn't at best problematic. Most of the time they seem outright unethical.
Now, the classic argument here in defense of this debauchery is always, why do you care what 2 consenting adults are doing? They are free to do whatever they want. Well, it's very simple. First off, 2 consenting adults aren't just able to do whatever they want. There are plenty of laws out there banning precisely that. For instance, you're not allowed to assist someone who's no longer happy with life, if you know what I mean. But more importantly, if you expect me to contribute to my community, pay 50% of my income to taxes to better the country, and go to war and die for my country when needed, then yes, I'm gonna have an opinion on how the people in my country are living. Because degeneracy doesn't happen in isolation, it spills over into all facets of life, which is why we're now at a point where people want to use taxpayer money, my money, to get both a penis and a vagina. So no, I don't care if it's a fully consenting adult. I don't want to normalize degenerate behavior, and I definitely do not want to pay for it. But unfortunately, this is being promoted all over the place, and many people are dead set on turning men into sad little boys. Take Dan here for instance.
Dan doesn't really say anything. He's always really preferred his privacy.
Oh really? So Dan prefers his privacy. Then why the hell are you sharing every single detail about your marriage online and blasting him all over the internet? Guys, when I say that this man is pussy whipped, I mean 12 years a slave pussy whipped. Because first off, this woman is a diehard cheater.
I like having new experiences and meeting new people, and we both know that I failed in monogamy before.
Secondly, her solution to being a cheater is to then simply open up her marriage so she can now freely cheat with other men.
Was about giving myself the freedom to have experiences with other people, but also acknowledging the fact that I'm just not monogamous.
And if that's not enough, she also tells him to his face that she's only doing this because he is such a nice and sweet guy who makes her feel completely safe, and that she would never do this if she was dating someone else.
My partner wasn't doing anything to trigger, insecure emotions and feelings. I was on easy street. He put me on easy street. Like, I was in a position where with every other partner, I would have not done it.
See, once again, nice guys finish last. But my personal favorite and truly the crescendo of this whole piece is the moment where they both answer what was the hardest part of opening up their marriage.
Putting myself out there without much confidence to try and find who I am, to reclaim my sex, wasn't easy. That was easily the hardest part about opening my marriage.
Oh, she was so brave. My God, man. Delusion in its purest form. So after hearing about this incredible bravery, I'm wondering what Dan has to say about this.
What about you, babe?
You know what? Probably at the beginning, just how easy it was for you. It's kind of, it was more annoying and frustrating.
Yeah, just laugh the pain away, Dan. You'll be fine. It's only another 40 years. So what Dan is referring to here is something that you'll keep hearing over and over again from both men and women promoting this nonsense, which is that you'll be jealous at first, but you'll just have to push through it.
There were times where I might feel a little bit, insecure or jealous or whatever, but over time you just kind of learn to deal with it. It's able to work through it pretty good.
Why? Why are you supposed to push through it? Jealousy and anger are perfectly healthy responses to when the woman you love is getting stuffed like Thanksgiving turkey by the whole f***ing village. And what's worse is that they try to sell it to you as if letting your wife sleep with other men somehow allows for a deeper and better relationship with more honesty and better communication.
And with the way that our relationship works, I know that at every point we're with each other, it's because we match and exceed those expectations from each other, right?
Oh really? Well, let's see how that theory works out in real life.
So the first, and I hate it, Melina has lied to me so much, and he knows more about our relationship than I know about you. And then I got, at that point, I'm unhinged.
Yeah, it's not going so well, is it? And see, this is really what I wanted to point out about the whole Destiny disaster. Because while he's going on his little press tour from podcast to podcast, preaching how amazing open relationships are, he's actually not having a great time in his open marriage at all. Which eventually led to his then wife, Melina, to actually start living with another man in another country.
I also kind of pieced together at this point in time that Tim is basically living with Melina, which kind of felt weird, because I also didn't get filled in on that.
And to having that guy be more strict and more controlling of Destiny's wife than Destiny was himself.
The Tim guy is ultra clingy, and Melina is more kind of the one who wants a little bit more space. Melina might be out at a party, or she might be hanging out with friends, and they're all kind of drinking and having fun. And then Tim starts spamming her DMs no, you need to come home. This isn't fair. You're making me feel horrible. I need you to come home.
This is absolute madness, and it shows just how stupid it is to engage in this level of degeneracy. His marriage didn't fall apart because of one thing that happened or because of one soy boy trying to steal his wife away. No, they dealt with that sort of thing all the time.
Somebody trying to peel a partner off of somebody else.
What's a good person for us to hang out and what's not a good person for us to hang out with?
Their marriage actually fell apart because of the exact same reasons all other marriages fail. However, ironically, this was all compounded because they were sleeping with other people.
There's a lot of other small peripheral fights that we've had relating to people staying over.
And so, even though Destiny loves to quote the 50% divorce rate and use it as an argument in favor of open relationships,
like 50% of marriages ending in divorce is probably bad for society, right? If those people would have been better off in some other situation in terms of relationship style, probably be better for society.
His own relationship clearly shows that this reasoning is garbage. You see, the 5 main reasons why marriages fail are 1. Communication problems.
They were like telling each other they love each other and all this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird that you didn't tell me that until I asked you explicitly.
2. Lack of commitment, as in not really being there for each other.
One of the things that we'd kind of like fought about over the last like month and a half was when Melina went back to Sweden, she thought that I should have moved to Sweden for 3 months. She said that would have been fair because that would have been like a good way to support her.
3. Living incompatible lives.
So like on her end of the spectrum, like a perfect week for her might be like being in a cabin, watching like fireflies at night, going hiking every morning, going swimming at the beach. And like my peak experiences are like people trying to destroy my life, the stress and the action and the entertainment and everything's like very cool for me.
4. Financial problems or arguments.
I want all of the money that I gave you the taxes back right now because I don't trust Tim to not tell you to take it from me in the future. And 2, I need you to pay me back rent at least on this apartment, okay? Because if you're gonna move in people and you're gonna start buying for these broke.
And 5. Infidelity. So out of these 5 main reasons for divorce, only one, which is infidelity, is solved by opening up your marriage. So when you put all of this together, you clearly have a whole range of problems in this Frankenstein type of a marriage that all have nothing to do with infidelity, but they do all lead to Melina sleeping and living with another man. This was the Age of Cucks. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.